Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'd like you to have a guess what this video may be about today. Probably looking at my jumper. I love Christmas and I think you will do too, as I did do a poll on my Instagram what sort of video you like to see, and you all voted for the Christmas video, so you all must love Christmas as much as me. Today's video is going to be about my top favourite Christmas films. I say favourite, I don't actually have one favourite, but I'm going to do ones that I love and I have already watched and will be watching again before Christmas. And I don't know why I sound out of breath again. I always seem to on here because I don't know. Because I haven't actually been doing anything. The reason I'm putting up the video today, not the weekend, is because I work at a school and it's the second time someone in my class bubble's had COVID, so I'm off for 2 weeks again, so I've got to try and keep myself occupied. Even though I have been tested and I don't have COVID, I've got to stay out for another 2 weeks, so that's that. So I don't want to bore you too much, so I'm not going to talk about all my favourite Christmas films, because that would be very boring. So I'm just going to start with 4 that I know that I love. So the first one I'm going to do, which I have loved for a very long time and I've watched every year probably about 5-10 times before even Christmas arrives, and that is Alf. I love Alf. I love the silliness about it and the funniness, and it's not just one of those ordinary Christmas films. I think it's really clever and it's really magical. I love the fact that Alf just wants to fit in. I say Alf, his name's Buddy. Just wants to fit in, and he's off to try and find his dad and his real family, as he's been working as an elf but he's not actually an elf, so he's struggling. And I think it's just lovely. I don't want to ruin it too much in case you've never seen Alf, but I'm sure you have. You should have seen Alf anyway. And I think the main story of Alf, and the lovely part, is that Santa's saying his dad's lost what's important in life and he's just too busy at work. He doesn't really care too much about his family, and Buddy comes, and at first it's all a nightmare, and then I think it makes him realise what's more important in life, and as well as his son Michael, him and Buddy make a good bond. I think that's just lovely, and in the end you do get to see how it all works out. So Alf is definitely one of my favourite Christmas movies. If you haven't seen Alf, you need to give it a watch. I'm not a big fan of Will Ferrell, but I think in this role he's just amazing. I don't think anyone else could play it. So yeah, that's my first one. That's Alf. The second one, I never used to be a huge fan of this film, but now the more I watch it, the more I love it, and that's Arthur Christmas. If you've never seen Arthur Christmas, again, you need to give it a watch. It's a cartoon movie and it's about Santa who's done all his deliveries and he forgets a child, and Santa's son and his grandpa, which used to be Santa before, go on a mission to try and find the house where so they can deliver the present. And even though Santa's and everybody else it's just one child, it's really important, and Arthur is not going to miss one child. And I think the ending of the film is lovely, as you get to see how much it means, the little things mean to people. I don't want to ruin it again, so I'm not going to explain the whole film, but that's Arthur Christmas, and it's got some amazing actors in it. It's got Bill Nighy and James McAvoy, who plays Arthur, who does a brilliant job. The film, if you've not seen it, actually looks like this, and it's on Netflix if you want to give it a watch. I don't think Alf is on Netflix, but it is on Prime, but you have to rent it, so it's probably just cheaper to buy the DVD itself. So there's my 2. The next one is my ultimate favourite. I have watched this every year on Christmas Eve for as long as it came out. It's a tradition movie, and that is The Polar Express. If you've never seen The Polar Express, you need to get watching it. It's definitely one of the most magical Christmas films, I think, and it's about a child who doesn't believe in Santa too much, and a train rocks up at his house in the middle of the night saying they're going to North Pole, and it's all about his adventures on the way to North Pole, and all the adventures are lovely. It's all about love and family and Christmas, which is what Christmas should be about, and yet sees how he makes his friends and his face when he finally sees Santa. It's just, it's the best film. It gives me those feels. So you need to watch The Polar Express. That's sadly not on Netflix or Prime, I don't think, but you should definitely buy it if you've not seen it. You will not regret it, and you'll probably end up watching it every year like I do. And again, it's got some amazing actors in. It's got Tom Hanks, and he plays about 4 different characters in it, which is amazing. And it's a cartoon film, but it's one of those cartoon films where, you know, they look sort of real. It's one of those. So that's Polar Express. That's another one of my favourite. The last one is, I think you probably guess it, because it's one of those Christmas films everybody loves, and I never used to like it at first, to be fair, but I love it now, and that's the Grinch. You cannot dislike the Grinch. I love the Grinch. It gives me those feels. If you've never seen the Grinch, you need to get watching right now. The Grinch is about I think he's not really a monster, but he's like not a human, and he hates Christmas, and all the people in the town below love Christmas, and the little girl, she just wants everybody to be happy on Christmas, and it's really sweet. And in the end, he realises that it's not the presents that everyone loves, it's the family that they find important. I say I don't want to ruin it, but I'm sure everybody's seen the Grinch. And there is a remake, a cartoon version, which I love as well, which was really sweet, with Benedict Cumberbatch, and I think he did a really good job. And same with the original. I don't think Jim Carrey could not do a film that is amazing, and I think nobody else could really take his place in the Grinch, because he just fits the character so well. Again, he's not really my favourite, but some films he just kills, which I think are incredible. So that's my 4. I don't want to bore you anymore to talk about any more, but there are a few more that are my favourite. If you've never seen Miracle on 34th Street, that is so magical. It's quite an old one, but it's a lovely film. I don't think that's on Netflix either, but it might be on Prime. You might have to rent it, but it's definitely worth it. And another one is Home Alone. Everybody loves Home Alone. I'm not that keen on 3 or 4, but number 1 and 2 are definitely my favourites. There's lots more Christmas films I could say I probably love, but I'm not going to go on about them. Please comment below your favourite Christmas film and your favourite Christmas film out of the 4 that I've spoken about. Thank you for watching this video again. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like and give me a subscribe, and I will see you next week. Hopefully do some more Christmas videos as it gets closer to Christmas. So yeah, and my Christmas sweater is from Primark, and I think it was £10. I have got so many more Christmas sweaters and t-shirts. If you would like to see them, give it a comment below, and maybe that will be my next video. Yeah, so thank you again for watching. I love you all. It means so much from I can't speak today, you can tell I've been off. It means so much to me that you have been supporting me, and yeah, I love you all, and I can't wait to do next week's video.